Walter Gropius was a founding member of the Bauhaus in 1919 in Germany, just after the First World War. Gropius was an architect. He had a great gift of collaborating with other artists. His philosophy of art and fundamental ability to craft the art that was designed within the Bauhaus arts and craftsmanship were taught. Walter Gropius arrived in Victoria Station in London in October 1934 as a refugee from Germany. The Bauhaus forced to close, his work shunned. He was politically ostracised, with his architectural commissions drying up. Gropius and his wife escaped from Germany via the Theatre Conference in Rome, Italy. Gropius and his wife were offered accommodation in the newly finished Lawn Road Flats. These were one of the very few modernist buildings in London at the time, also known as the Icon Flats. Jack Pritchard, who earlier visited Bauhaus with Molly, his wife, as psychotherapist, built the block of flats. The building was designed by Wells Coates. The building was a statement of forward-thinking construction in concrete rendered in white. Gropius had very bad English when he arrived. His work in the Bauhaus not widely known, only to a few patrons. Gropius came to live in Hampstead, then the centre of creative thinking and the left-wing ideology. Sigmund Freud, among other German-speaking refugees, lived there. Here in Hampstead, Gropius became friends with Henry Moore, Ben Nicholas, Barbara Hepworth, Herbert Read himself, who was an admirer of Gropius's work. Herbert Read and Gropius had a common belief that art is a central necessity in life. Both insisted that artistic understanding began with the creative education of the child. Jack and Molly Pritchard were very fond of the Gropius and had great plans for him to be involved in a succession of new modern projects. The following year saw other Bauhaus masters, Marcel Breuer and Laszlo Moholy-Nagy, arrive in London. It was due to the enormous list of contacts which Jack Pritchard had that made the Gropius such a wide-reaching and enduring friendships in London. The builder Jack Pritchard had plans for Walter Gropius to be involved in a succession of new icon projects in Manchester and Birmingham. King George V had given permission for the modernist building overlooking Windsor Castle and had plans drawn up. The contacts made by Gropius had given rise to a small number of architectural commissions, one of which was the house in Old Church Street in Chelsea, designed for Ben Levy. Levy was a playwright and a scriptwriter for the film industry. His wife was actor Constance Cumming. Gropius' most impressive legacy in England is Impington Village College. This was designed with Maxwell Fry and completed by Fry after Gropius departed for America. This project had come about through Jack Pritchard, who had been appointed secretary to the Cambridge Education Committee. Pritchard threw Gropius and Morris together in Impington. The vision of creativity from the cradle to the grave was realised by both.